She retraced her steps. She went all the way back to Art's place. The apprentices were there cleaning up and restocking the food lockers. Her wallet was on the floor under her chair. Most of the apprentices had finished their work by then and were leaving. She should leave too. But she paused to gaze at Art, who was smiling and whispering, "I love you," to his virtual girlfriend. Delia supposed. He looked so happy, and Delia longed to experience what he was experiencing. She impulsively bent and kissed him, and he continued to smile. Suddenly, the door alarm was sounding. The last remaining apprentices hurried through, and Delia ran after them. But just as she reached the door, there was an ear-splitting explosion. The door slammed shut before she can go through. Alarms were going off all over the places, and she heard the sound of screams and stampeding feet down the moving walk.
A rope was dropped through one window, and someone carrying a bright emergency lamp slid down it. It was Nick. Dahlia was surprised and she frustratingly asked why he was there. Nick had a look as if he made a mistake. He set off the bombs too early. He asked Dahlia if she's okay. He went to her and held out his hand. She leaped to her feet without his aid. She was mad at Nick for his ignorance and selfish actions may have caused lethal consequences. Alarms was still going off and the authorities was executing safety protocols. Nick pulled the tube out of Art's nose. Dahlia was questioning all of Nick's actions that lead up to that moment.
Nick explained himself to Delia. The reason behind his deeds was that the system was unjust. Their entire lives were centered around taking care of the people above their class so the people below them can survive. Delia insisted that she was already contented with that life. Art woke up confused. He was hungry and was dazzled around him. Delia tried to make him as calm as possible. At first, he didn't want to explain the full context of his situation. She pretended to be a fan of Art, for he was surprised she knew him. Delia asked Art if he remembered about signing up about the virtual life program. He said his memories were blurry. All he remembers was his singing career ending. That led to him signing up to the program.
Later on, Nick was apprehended by the authorities as he tries to finish his rebellious task. His final wish to Dahlia was to tell Art the truth and to bring all the freed patients to their old house. They grabbed the emergency lamp and the package of food